Hello friends, it's Lisa here from Arcane and Stellar with a pick a card reading for you. So first of all, this reading is going to be what's leaving your life versus what's coming into your life, okay? So that's what we're going to be looking at. Now, I want to do something a little bit different than I normally do. I have some Wishing Mojo by Dorothy Morrison, and I would like to I want to make my candle an intention for all of you, okay? So this is just something I use and I do often. She has many different oils, but let's set some intention that you guys get your wishes coming to you. So if you want, you can take a moment to just really maybe pause real quick and think about what you want to bring into your life. I'm praying for your highest good, for things to be removed from your life that you don't need, even if you're attached to them, and bringing in what is for your best, highest good, okay, of all, even if you don't always see it right now, okay? So that's my wish for you. So take your time, pick a pile. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and I will see you all in your reading. And and by the way, if you want to have a personal reading with me, you can do that by going down in the description box below. There's a link to my Etsy store where you can purchase a reading, and as well there's a link to my Amazon wish list. I always get something, anybody who gets something off my Amazon wish list always gets a reading from me as a thank you. So that's just another option for those of you who like gift giving. And and also I want to say a big thank you, and I didn't get a chance to say thank you yet, but you should have seen me jump. I added a donation button, or a donation link, a while back, and I just kind of threw it out there. My husband suggested it, and I was just like, and I'd seen other people doing it, so I was like, whatever, I'll just, whatever, put it out there. I never really expected much out of it. And the other day I got my first donation, and I was like, what? I was so surprised and excited, and I want to say thank you to Y. You know who you are. I already emailed you. But I just wanted to say a big thank you to her, because that really just made my stinking day. I was so excited. And I used it, actually, to get some stickers to use for pick-a-cards so I can switch it up. And I also got a new deck off of Etsy, so thank you. That's what it's used for, and as soon as I use it, I'll definitely be showing it to you. If you're listening to this, you know who you are. So, lots of love to you guys, and see you in your reading. Hello, so if you've chosen pile number 1 with the pink highlight, this is your reading. So, what's leaving your life and what's coming into your life? Let's find out. So, we've got the Secret Garden Oracle cards. We have Dream and Listen. We've also got, let's see, what's leaving your life, what's coming, what's leaving, what's coming. So let's look and see. Well, I definitely see abundance coming towards you, okay? I definitely see with the teacup that you're letting go of small mindsets, okay? Also, with what's leaving your life, we have Moon and Patience. Now, Moon can represent mysteries, things that are unknown. And for some of you, with Patience, the key to this card, actually, funnily enough, is about releasing, old urgencies that you have, especially in regards when it comes to mysteries. There might be some things in your life that have felt unclear. You've been trying to understand them. This could be why a relationship has happened. This could be why you aren't achieving a certain thing. It can really come in any way where you've been feeling maybe unclear, maybe where you've also been having a sense of doom, okay, of impending doom. Sometimes the moon can offer looming feelings of perhaps even not really letting things happen in some way because you feel as if the inevitable is no good. Do you know what I mean? Like kind of like a self-defeating sort of attitude. Also, this could be surrendering as well. The moon could be about surrender. So it could be that you are surrendering to certain situations, but I don't really feel like you were surrendering. I feel like a lot of you weren't surrendering to certain situations. I feel like that's where what you're leaving behind, is that you weren't surrendering to certain situations, because with Patience as well, it's about trying sometimes to force your will. That's like some of you might have been trying to force something in something that maybe you couldn't quite understand, or something that felt unclear, or felt there was just some sense of trying to force things to happen, which is funny because you wouldn't think that with patience, but that's what I'm getting here, especially with the meaning of this card that I know of. I know that patience as well can indicate that, you know, where you were trying to get a clear perspective. It's like, it's just like you might be coming to the realization that you may never have a clear perspective about this, and that's okay. You know what I mean? That's kind of the release. And I feel like when you release that, we have the teacup. Okay, now the teacup can talk about ease, about rest. Let's see here, sorry. And about having sometimes a small mind. Now, in your case, I don't feel like it's a small mind. I feel like a lot of you are actually expanding your mind, going from maybe, again, not understanding something to having more understanding. Slash, for some of you, it's like letting go of this need to understand into just accepting, right? Just resting on it and allowing. And then, in turn, abundance comes to you, okay? So that's what I'm seeing here. So we have dream and listen. Dream says, have a cup of tea in the garden and find yourself in a good book. And listen, be alert, the soft chiming bells call to nearby fairies. So a lot of dreaming and listening. I see a lot of internal work, but I feel like this work is actually going to help manifest things in your reality. So I'm going to grab a deck here. Actually, no, I'm feeling this one. And I want to dig in deeper into what is coming into your life. We have the King of Wands. The Page of Swords. Oops. There we have droppers. Okay, so we have the King of Wands, the Page of Swords, the Five of Swords, the Four of Wands, and the Seven of Swords. Ooh, okay. I definitely see you guys becoming a bit more powerful here with the King of Wands. Some of you might be ending some kind of conflict with somebody, I'm getting. Or at least with yourself, if there was a small critical voice inside of you that was overthinking, I feel like a more confident version of you is coming. One that's just accepting and understanding, like the King of Wands energy, that you're going to be more in that energy of accepting and understanding what your abilities are. And perhaps having the confidence to realize that you don't have to hang on to something that feels unclear. You might also have a renewal in discovering yourself again. I definitely see the Four of Wands, Seven of Swords. Ooh, okay, let's see here. The Seven of Swords on a positive note here can be about knowing when to bow out of situations that aren't meant for you. Some of you might actually be leaving. What's coming to you is like leaving a connection, and this could be like a romantic or any other kind of connection in which you feel as if there is... You could be dealing with small-minded people, okay? So you might be calling in people that don't offer so much conflict, and like they offer a lack of conflict. Oh, wow, I cannot talk. Mercury retrograde, I hate it. This one's scoring me, all my planets in Aries. So it's squaring like all my stuff right now. I feel like you guys are... Okay, for some of you, I'm definitely seeing this rest, okay? A little bit of leaving perhaps situations, maybe home lives that are full of small-minded people. that where you might have conflict, okay? And you may not always understand why you have these conflicts. For some of you, this could be a relationship in which you were trying to understand somebody. But I feel like you're going to be setting your focuses on things that are more beneficial to you. Instead of being in conflict with that conflict, it's like you're more focused on just finding some kind of peace within yourself. And having the confidence to do so, by the way. I also feel like when you leave this situation, you know, it's going to enable you to have much more. I feel like this relationship or connection or whatever is kind of going on in your life, when you let go of it, it's going to be, you're going to be able to manifest more because you're going to understand, because I feel like this has been occupying your mind way too much. Whatever the situation is, it's been weighing on you, and it's actually perhaps blocking good things, other manifestations for you. Okay? I see the confidence to leave situations that are full of conflict, whether it's at the workplace or, you know, with it internally, for instance, as well. Self-doubt, I think, is going away for a lot of you. I get peace, though. I think a lot of peace is coming to you because you're just going to, like, perhaps if someone's ghosted you, it's like you'll ghost them back. And that's actually going to be good for you. We have Sagittarius. Let's see here. Okay, we've got Sagittarius square 11th house. So challenges regarding friendship groups. This could be about your dreams, your hopes and dreams. 11th house can be about hopes and dreams, about humanity in general. There might be people which you've had in the past challenges with. This could actually be for some of you an internet connection or like a distance type of issue. It could also be a group in university or maybe just a group of friends, for instance. It doesn't have to be university. But you might have had philosophical differences with them, and maybe or with somebody in which perhaps you were trying to understand where they were coming from. And it's like now I feel like it's more like you're getting over that challenge. Now for some of you, you might be able to actually repair this yourself, or it will be repaired on its own. But I feel like for most of you here with the Four of Wands and Seven of Swords, that you're just going to kind of skip out on the situation in order to find some more stability for yourself and peace. For some of you, this might be like talking over you so loud that you can't even hear your own thoughts. And that's kind of where I'm getting this relaxation. Like this relaxation is coming towards you. Teacup, I think of teacup and I think of like tea. I think of like just sitting down and have a cup of tea. You know what I mean? It's just very relaxing to me. And it's like that's what's coming into your life. Dream, listen. Like you're going to be able to listen to yourself. You're going to be able to dream. Some of you might actually be leaving a living situation, okay, in which you haven't felt very comfortable. You might be getting that confidence, that get up and go to do it. Maybe you felt uncomfortable or something like that, or too emotional in your current situation. And it's like you're going to, whatever your current situation is, I feel like you're leaving it and finding more stability. Okay, so whatever's really been kind of like bugging you, because I really feel like you'll feel this. This is the moon. It's something that's been on your mind, on your heart in some kind of way. And there's definitely some kind of mystery attached to it, or something that's maybe heightened emotion or mystery. Okay, so maybe it's something you didn't understand, but it's like you're going to get to the point where you don't care if you do understand it. You know, you kind of are accepting whatever will come. And there's so much peace in that. You know what I mean? And in turn, what is it going to bring you? It's going to bring you abundance. I feel like you guys are moving into a situation that's going to offer you so much more. Again, if you were like in a living situation that was holding you back, it's like you're going to have way more opportunity. Whatever this is that you're kind of like letting go of, it's like there's so much more opportunity coming in. So whether it's financial or plans that you've been having, or that you've wanted to, maybe there's ways in which you haven't been able to get things off the ground or find peace or find that answer, and it's like that's what you're going to get, that relaxation that will help you come to your conclusions. and build that abundance, help you figure out if you've been having troubles in certain areas of your life. It's like this will open up the doors to abundance for you, because you'll be able to actually listen to your heart and your soul. You're going to have that ability to, you know, really tune into yourself and figure out what it is that you need to do to make this happen. Now, let me just see. I want to take some fortune cookies real quick, and then I'm going to go. Burnout. It says your hard work will see results, but your health needs to be maintained. So check in with your doctor, dentist, and health professional and try to maintain a healthy lifestyle. So some of you, that might be the, if you've been having a mysterious like illness, or you've been kind of struggling with your health, it's not going to last, okay? As well, we have friendship. A friend needs your help. Your kindness and excellent counseling skills will put them back on track. So for some of you, you might be repairing a friendship. That could be as well, too, is finding a stability in a friendship that you've maybe had misunderstandings in. Let's see, one more, please. And twists and turns. Carefully made plans could be thrown out the window as major changes and interruptions surround you. Make sure you get lots of rest to cope with all this upheaval. Again, there might have been a lot of mysterious changes in your life recently. And that's the thing. It's like you need this rest in order to manifest the life that you want. So it's like I see like peace coming to you, rest, that in turn will bring out this abundance. I feel like a lot of you do need to take a break, though. If you've been really working on something and trying to really force something, don't. Surrender, okay, with the moon. Surrender that need, and find, you know, your own, you know, rest, your ease in the moment. You know what I mean? Especially if you feel like there's this looming sense, like get rid of that looming sense of like, you know, impending doom, because it's just going to lead to you feeling like crap. And I feel like for some of you, it's like literally physically affecting your health, maybe draining you, making you tired. But you need this rest that's coming in order to really center yourself, find yourself, listen to your dreams. Because I feel like that's when you kind of turn everything off. That's when you're going to really start to see this stuff blossoming, you know, whether it's work or whatever. You're kind of bringing in new friendships, for instance, or repairing old friendships, old relationships. It's like once you kind of like let go and let God, as they say, that's when you're going to really be manifesting this abundance, okay? So that's what I've got for you guys that chose pile number 1. I really hope that this offers some guidance for you, and I really wish that all your wishes come true. I really hope all this abundance comes into you ASAP. ASAP. Okay, take care of yourselves. Lots of love. If you'd like a personal reading, that you can do that by going down in the description box below. There's a link to my Etsy store where you can purchase a private video reading for yourself. Also, there's a link to my Amazon wish list. Same thing there. Anybody who gets something off my wish list always gets a reading as a thank you. So just another option if you're interested, okay? Take care, guys, and see you next time. Hello, so if you've chosen pile number 2 with the opal and celestite stone, this is your reading. So let's see what is coming into your life, what's leaving your life, okay? So we have play. It says, among the grass and wild violets lie undisturbed little secrets to uncover. Oh, wow. Okay, I remember. This is interesting because I remember your card. Okay, we have bees and book. You guys are getting a secret coming to you. Some of you are going to have a revelation or a secret being revealed to you, some kind of information or knowledge. Okay? That's actually what's coming into your life. And it's going to give you a much better sense of direction. I feel, okay, for a lot of you, I feel here, okay, bees represent community. It can also represent work, right? And I feel like a lot of you have been very busy bees, okay? You might also have had some kind of, okay, with yin yang, okay, it talks about, okay, in the upright, this card talks about yin energy. Yin energy is very receptive. Now, there could have been a lot of things going on under the surface in regards to your career, for instance, or your work life, or your purpose, or your, like, a community activity, friends, friendship groups, or something like that, even family. And there's something that's kind of been brewing under the surface, okay? And for some of you, it could be that you've kind of taken on a passive energy in terms of this. You know what I mean? Not really asserting yourself. For some of you, you might have been feeling a little bit like lost and just kind of go. Some of you just might be going through the flow like a robot. Like, you know, one thing to the next, to the next, to the next, to the next. And you might be in some way too, like, kind of searching out what your purpose is. You might have just been letting things kind of come to you. But we also have to make sure that we're using young energy, right? Because that's more action-based and assertive. And for some of you, though, it's not even that really it's about the fact that I feel like that there's been things going on under the surface that you haven't really recognized in some kind of community aspect of your life, whether it's a friendship group, like I said, or work, or something like that. And perhaps you've been yielding to certain things. And when I say yielding to things, it's like just sort of maybe not taking an active stance against things, or I don't know, there's just something about here, about this, what's leaving your life, that's perhaps going through the motions, or and not really asserting yourself, or maybe not even quite understanding. That could be why you've been going through the motions, like a lack of understanding. Because, like I said, some things could be going under the surface. It's more of an inner flow that you're not quite understanding or seeing at a surface level. Now we have book. And I love it. That play came out, first of all, because it says, among the grass and wild violets lie undisturbed little secrets to uncover. And we have the book. So books can be about secrets. It can be about revealing some kind of knowledge, okay? Revelations of some kind, in ways in which maybe you felt ignorant, or you haven't felt like you had all the knowledge. Knowledge is coming to you, okay? Now we have third chakra, Archangel Chamuel in reverse. Now this talks about being centered, understanding your life force, understanding how to use it, how to do things with drive and enthusiasm. So I feel like for a lot of you, I feel a few different things. For those of you where you've really been just grinding like crazy, and it's like you felt like you're just sort of just going through the motions, I feel like rest is coming towards you. A chance to rejuvenate, a chance for enthusiasm too, and maybe a new direction. For some of you, you might be uncovering your life purpose pretty soon, or what you feel is your life purpose, at least for this point in time, right? And for others of you, you might be getting some kind of information or revelation about something that's been going on in your work life that will help, in turn, help you become more centered in understanding how to move forward in something. If something's felt murky or unclear, I feel like that's going to be gone. Let's see. Let's see what more. Let's ask the Spirit, what knowledge is being revealed to those that for the majority of those that chose pile number 2, what knowledge is being revealed? And what revelation is coming towards them? Spirit. Okay, there we go. Sorry. Ooh, okay. Look at this. The Fool, the King of Pentacles, and the Queen of Pentacles. Yep, places in which you, instances in which you felt undecided or unsure or unclear, you're going to have that clarity. You're going to have that jumping start to move towards what you want. Things that uncertainties that have kind of held you back in some kind of way about how to move forward with yourself. They're leaving your life, okay? I feel like you're going to have some kind of revelation that will help you bust out of this mindset. For some of you, you are calling in a partner. This could be a business partner. It could be a romantic partner too. I see here the king and queen, so I am thinking about maybe, for instance, a future marriage partner is coming into your life. You might have an inspired action or a revelation about how to get this, how to start this journey, how to get towards it. You might also have an opportunity that you can take as well. And I feel like your enthusiasm for life is going to become so much more increased with that. With this card here with the Archangel Chamuel. It's coming into I see a lot of groundedness coming towards you. Stability. Stable relationships too. Relationships that are honest and loyal. For those of you that have maybe been stuck into toxic connections, I feel good ones coming your way. For those of you that have been with somebody that hasn't really seen you or has kind of been indecisive about you, it's like there's a you know, that's leaving. When I think of the devil, I think of things that have been repressed. Some of you might have been repressing something. Maybe you were busying your mind with it. But still, like, in not exactly seeing the actual truth of it, because it was under the surface and you couldn't quite understand. Oh, this is some deep subconscious stuff here. We have Pluto in the 12th house, okay? So I definitely see a renewal coming towards you. I see you tapping into your subconscious. Like I said, with that yin energy, you're becoming much more grounded. You're bringing some of this stuff to the surface in order so that you can move forward. So some of you are going to have a revelation about the past, for instance. This could be past lives, even if it's affecting you in this current life. It could be situations in which you've connections in which you've maybe been obsessed, or you haven't been able to kind of break free for some of you. But I don't know, I'm seeing focus coming. I feel like a lot of you, this is life purpose stuff. And also partnership. I feel like for the majority of you, that's what you're calling in. You might, I don't know, but I just feel like some of you have been stuck on something. And you've sort of just blindly been going after it. You know what I mean? Like, sort of just, it might have been what you thought you should do or what was expected of you. It's going to manifest differently. It's going to resonate differently for different people. And it could manifest a little bit differently. But I do see, we have a pair here. So I'm really feeling like you guys are calling in a partner, a long-term partner. And transforming perhaps the ways that were holding you back from manifesting this. Because I really feel like a lot of you were going through some kind of motion. Is what I'm seeing here. This could also be a secret that you weren't seeing about somebody that will help kind of break the chains in order to move forward and have a new start towards something more stable here. Because I'm really feeling these three cards together, these two together. Getting a clearer mind too. Sometimes the Two of Swords can be about trying to get a clearer mind about the vices that you have towards your success. What's actually holding you from taking a leap? You know what I mean? What's actually holding you back from enthusiasm? I feel like you guys are going to have a huge revelation though. And this is very subconscious stuff here with Pluto in the 12th house. Pluto likes to dig down deep. Okay, the 12th house is where we hide things, where we don't see things clearly ourselves. So I see that type of stuff coming to light. But it's going to bring you so much more stability into your life. And I really feel like many of you, if you're looking for love, it's that partner is going to be coming in. It has something to do with even if it's not directly related, that's going to be a manifestation of doing this, of this revelation is going to help bring in a stable partnership. Or stable career that actually makes you feel good in all ways. And doesn't just feel dreary and like drudgery. What is coming into power number 2 5? What is coming into power number 2 5? Jealousy. Watch who you trust with your personal secrets and plans. Spend time outdoors with nature to reconnect and replenish. Interesting. Some of you might have had, if this resonates for you, it's like if you've had somebody maybe gossiping about you, you might find out who it was. If you've been like maybe in the workplace, you've had like heard rumors and you're like, who's spreading this? You might find out who this person is. They might somehow be revealed. It seems like you're just meant to kind of move past this, obviously. And you'll be able to move past this, obviously. I think so, for sure. And then it says declutter. Declutter your life, let go of correspondence, objects, and people who you no longer want. Someone will hurt your feelings and reveal a new side of themselves that you may wish to avoid. But yeah, see, but this secret, whatever this is going to lead you to declutter, to get rid of toxic people. Oh my gosh, yes. Like I was saying, there are things below the surface that you're not quite seeing, and that's what's leaving. Let's see here. Sunshine. The sun is shining on you. Career and business growth, fabulous communication and relationships. So you're calling in better communication. You're decluttering and getting rid of jealous people, people that have, you know, maybe not the best interest. I feel like for a lot of you, yeah, there's some kind of revelation coming around that's going to help wake you up too. Because when I think of bees, I don't know, I'm sorry, but I do think of like, kind of like, ooh, going from flower to flower. It's very like methodical, I guess, in some kind of way. And it's like, and with the yin energy being so receptive, it's like you might not have been seeing this. And it's like you're going to see it, and then you're going to, you know, gather up. It might hurt at first for some of you, but it's like, it's all in your best interest. It's the best for you. And it's going to help you redirect your energy and your enthusiasm for life, and it's going to center you more in terms of bringing in good things to yourself, okay? So that's what I'm seeing for you guys that chose pile number 2. I really hope that gave you some guidance into what's coming into your life and what's leaving. And if you liked the video, I'd love it if you gave me a thumbs up and subscribed if you want to. Turn on the bell notification if you want to know when I post. And what else did I want to say? Oh yeah, if you'd like a personal reading, you can do that by going down in the description box below. There's a link to my Etsy store where you can purchase your own private video reading. And as well, there's my Amazon wish list. So anybody who gets something off my Amazon wish list always gets a reading as a thank you. So with that being said, guys, I am sending you lots and lots of love. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye. Hello to those of you that have chosen pile number 3. This is Blue Onyx is the name of it. This is what that stone is. And this is your reading. Oops, I forgot to put my celestite opal away from the last pile. So let's see what's coming into your life, what's leaving your life, what's coming in. So we have discover, and it says, look at the early dewdrops before they disappear with the morning sun. So discovery is something that's definitely coming into your life. Discovering who you really are, perhaps. Could be something that's coming up. But let's see what the rest of the cards are. So we've got, ooh, white dress. And we've got peacock. We also have first chakra, Archangel Michael, in reverse. And then we have man holding a heart in reverse. Interesting. So the white dress, interesting. The keywords that are associated with this are appearances, society, and gender, right? When we think of a white dress, these are the words that are associated with that. That sounded so redundant, but okay. It's my Mercury retrograde. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm just like the worst talker. I should just like shut up, but I can't. Okay. So I feel like for a lot of you, what is leading your life are deep insecurities, okay? And these could be insecurities regarding your expression, okay? This could be insecurities regarding your appearance as well, okay? This could be what society has deemed. Maybe you've been kind of stuck in a box, right? And this could be all to do with gender as well, right? Being more authentic to your gender. Letting go of insecurities in terms of that, fears perhaps of embracing maybe different gender norms, okay? Or, you know what I mean? If you felt like, for some of you might actually be trying to transition or wanting to transition, or you're playing with the idea of that, you know, not playing with the idea, but maybe in your head it's been kind of in there somehow. And this doesn't even have to be from transitioning. It could just be for like embracing parts of yourself that you haven't been able to. So for instance, like a lot of times women, we have a hard time, embracing a masculine role, unless of course we have lots of fire in our chart. So sometimes, masculine energy in our chart. Oh gosh, sorry. Fire is one of the masculine energies, air is the other. Sorry. That can be like, finding confronting your fears in terms of, speaking up for yourself or taking action in certain ways. Or maybe your society deems certain things that you desire to be wrong or taboo or something like that. Again, for some of you, this might be about your appearance. Maybe you felt incompetent about your appearance. Maybe you've dealt with, your weight or your skin, like me. Skin is my issue. Anything that makes you feel down, and especially when you feel judged by the people around you, or you feel like they might judge you. I see you letting go of insecurities and fears in that realm. And gosh, like I really hope that this is reading for you if you've been dealing with that, because it's such an awful thing to feel trapped by. Anytime you can't feel authentic, or when you feel insecure about yourself, it's such a shitty feeling, to be honest. And I feel like a lot of you, that's what's leading your life. Okay, that need to perhaps impress, or that need to please society in some kind of way. Okay, but whatever realm that falls into for you. Okay, now for what's coming into your life, we have Peacock and Man Holding a Heart in reverse. Now, with Peacock, I really feel like you guys are going to be much more confident and showy in your displays, okay? I think of a peacock and you think of something. I actually just saw a peacock yesterday at the zoo. And they're so beautiful. And they're so authentic. They just do what they want. And I feel like you're going to just feeling more... Well, okay, the keywords associated with this from this deck are splendor, the divine, and craving. I feel like a lot of you are going to be following your cravings. What you've been craving, what you've been fearing to express, that's going to be something that you're going to be ready to put on display. Okay? You're going to feel like you're off, like there's more things coming into your life too. I feel like you're going to have a lot more, splendor. It's like you're going to have a lot more good things coming into your life, especially once you embrace that authenticity. Also, the divine. You're going to be more of your divine self. Right? When you're authentic to yourself, you're going to be connected more to the divine. You're going to be connected more to yourself, your divine self. Okay? Also, for some of you, I feel like you might, with the divine masculine term that a lot of people like to use, I feel like you guys are going to be discovering that person soon. Okay? With Man Holding Heart in reverse. Some of you... you might be letting go of a male energy, a masculine energy here. We have Man Holding a Heart in reverse. For those of you where you felt held down, and now this could be a father, it could be any type of male energy, then they don't even have to be present in your life. I feel like you're letting go of this energy. Now, whether this is like, and I don't want you guys to think that, you're letting go of your crush, or you're letting go of certain things, if that's not what you're interested in. This could be letting go of words that you've heard from male perspectives, okay? This could be letting go of something your father said to you years ago. This could be letting go of the relationship with your father, if it's toxic. This could be letting go of, a brother, really anything, in terms of letting go so that you can invite new in, okay? So I see that strength. Perhaps some of you might have been fearful to leave a connection or to let go of connection because you felt like you have to be in this, like a marriage, for instance. If you felt like you had to be in a marriage, that was purity, right? When I think of that white dress, I think of what's pure. And what society deems as pure, white, it's not, it's bull. Right? And so I hate that term, actually, and I don't use it very often. Like, white as for purity, just because I feel like it's too tied into, all kinds of bad stuff. But that's the thing. It's like you're letting go of some of this stuff, and you're going to be more authentic, more real, feeling more beautiful, more accepting of yourself, more just, I feel like so much good is coming into your life. And I feel like when you let go of that space, that's when you're going to really discover yourself more, and you're going to start discovering new things, okay? So I'm going to take some fortune cookies, and actually I did this a little bit differently in the last piles, but we'll just roll with this. What is coming into this? Pile number 3, Spirit. What is coming into their life? You have opportunities. A stranger is about to change your life. Exciting times and plenty of action, plus a special family reunion looks likely. We have intuition. Trust your intuition. It's a great time to learn a new skill, change careers, or invest money. So again, that divine tapping into your divine, your own divine self, right? And accepting your intuition, understanding your intuition. Challenges. It says, take time out from problems or conflicts or approach softly to avoid making matters worse. So, taking on challenges with confidence, right? Knowing when to let go of challenges, right? So taking time out from these problems, especially if it's a time out from a person, and just embracing your own self. You know what I mean? But I look at this, opportunities. A stranger is about to change your life. Exciting times and plenty of action, plus a special family reunion looks likely. So, who could be coming into your life? I feel like a lot of you are going to actually be attracting somebody new into your life. Some kind of new love. So let's look and see. I'm going to grab some tarot. Let's see. There we go. Who is coming into those? Who's coming into their life? Whoa, 6 and 5 of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles. Whoa, okay, so let's see here. This is somebody who supports your ambitions, your financial ambitions, your physical. This is somebody who appreciates you. The Pentacles are actually very much about our outer appearance, right? We think of Taurus and Venus, for instance. I do feel like oftentimes it's like it's the physicalities of life. I feel like that there's going to be somebody who finds you super beautiful. You might even get a compliment from somebody that just totally brightens your day. Or somebody shows interest in you that's going to make you feel kind of like a goddess. It's going to be like something that's given to you that's like a gift for your I know that we should find appreciation for ourselves within ourselves. But I feel like this person is going to make such an impact on you in terms of like boosting your self-confidence. Okay? You're going to understand that there are people out there that find you attractive. Okay? That you are wanted, that you are desired, that you are special. For some of you, this might actually be a boost in finances. Somebody could come in and help you with a passion. If you have a passion project but you don't exactly have the money to do it, you might actually get some kind of offering of assistance here. Or that will boost your stability. But I'm feeling for many of you, this is going to be a compliment, a compliment that will increase your confidence and make you understand how much you're actually worth and how much you're actually admired. Especially if you haven't felt admired in the past, especially by like male masculine energy. That's definitely something I'm seeing, is that it's gonna somehow repair you a little bit if you felt insecure. Or this is going to be someone encouraging you to be authentic. It makes you feel confident in doing that. Oh shoot. We have the 10th house. And we have Sagittarius and Scorpio. Let me grab them. They fell down. Yeah, okay, so Scorpio is associated with the 8th house. So this could be something, I was just reading a book recently. And it was talking about the 8th house. And about how it's like our second, we get our childhood lessons in the 4th, right? Our childhood foundation, but then we repeat them as the story goes on in the 8th house. These things begin to get drudged up against when we get into relationships and we get triggered by connections. It was an interesting description and very fascinating book actually about relationships. Actually, it's about a relationship astrology. So with family, friends, and romantic relationships, and there might be some knowledge coming towards you here with Scorpio, that because there's a progression here, 8th to 9th house. So in the 8th house, you're still dealing with all that kind of crap, that dark stuff. And then it's like, then you become enlightened a little bit with the Sagittarius, and you realize that there's more out there to explore, and it's kind of like a little bit of a boost. And then we have the 10th house. This is going to, whatever this person says to you is really going to put you in your confidence to shine. It's going to set you on a path, perhaps even for some of you, of learning, of coming out of your shell and learning and being enlightened a little bit about your ability, about your, because Sagittarius is associated with Jupiter in the 9th house. It's a Dharma house. It's a benefic house. And with Jupiter there, it's about expansion, learning, optimism. It's like your optimism for the future is going to somehow be transformed in some kind of way. Whoever this person is, and it may be such a small thing for some of you. For some of you, it might be long lasting, but for some of you, it's going to be small. But this person is really going to help you discover, okay, what what you've been kind of more about yourself and your abilities towards your future. So I'm loving this, that this person's coming into your life. Even if it's not long-lasting, this is going to leave a long-lasting boost on your, it's going to somehow transform you into being a more confident person. Whoa, and then guess what fell out? Chiron. So this could have something to do with your Chiron placement. I don't know what your Chiron placement is, but Chiron is where we need healing. And depending on the house placement, that might be show where you need to feel like, because it can talk about inherited issues. It's things that you're born with, difficulties you might face in your life. But it is where we have tons of power, actually, once we heal that. For me, it's my 10th house, so I've had a hard time in public life. It's very hard for me to put myself out there. I feel like if I get any bad comment, it used to be that I just wouldn't even put myself out there because I was too shy. And I was like, oh, if somebody says something bad, it's the end of the world. But, I've tried to heal that, that shame that I had in myself of putting myself out there. And that's what you're doing. It's like you're going to be dealing with some Chiron stuff, I feel like, and you're healing that part of your chart. So definitely check out where your Chiron placement is and see how it might apply to you. And there's actually quite a few good books on Amazon I could suggest, actually. I have one on my wish list. If you go on there and look at it, I know that was recommended by Liz Green, which is an amazing astrologer. And if you go on there, you'll find it's at the top, and it's Chiron. It's like Healing Chiron. So if you're interested in Chiron, check out that book, because I know it's been recommended by astrologers I respect. And it's on my personal wish list in the description box. So yeah, go check it out if you're interested. In learning more about Chiron and how to heal. But anyways, guys, I am going to let you guys go. And I really wish the very, very best for you guys. Like, seriously, I feel like you guys are going through big transformations and big healing journeys right now. And that's what's coming into your life. A lot more confidence. So, with that being said, if you want a personal reading, you can go down in my Amazon, my description box. I cannot talk, it's Mercury. I normally don't whine so much about Mercury retrograde. It doesn't usually affect me, but I have valid reasons to whine. It's in Cancer, and it's squaring my moon right now. And it's going to be squaring my Mercury and Venus, and it's going to be squaring because it's squaring anybody with, if you have planets in Libra or Aries, it's squaring them. Possibly this Mercury is squaring, because Cancer squares Aries and Libra. So if you have any planets there, you might be feeling the effects of Mercury a little bit hard right now. But with that being said, yeah. Be careful if you have those placements. But yeah, if you want a personal reading, that's all down in the description box. There's a link to my Etsy store where you can purchase a reading, as well. There's a link to my Amazon wish list. So if you do get something off my Amazon wish list, you always get a reading as a thank you. And all my readings are personal, private videos, unlisted videos. So it's just like this, but just personal and for you. So take care of yourselves, guys. Lots and lots of love. And I will see you all next time. Bye-bye. Hey guys, so if you chose pile number 4, I almost said 3, but it's number 4, with this hematite, this is your reading. So actually hematite's pretty. I like it when it's raw. I like raw stones. I like polished ones, but I just really like the raw. Do you guys like raw or polished? What do you prefer? There's something, I don't know if it's there's just something I like, the rough edges. Okay, so we have grow. All flowers must grow through dirt. So you have some growth coming to you through maybe perhaps some difficult circumstances that you've been through. There's some growth coming out of this. So if you guys have been going through some SHIT, I see you guys growing through it and coming out the other side blooming. So we have spider and we have wings. Whoa, okay. We have oh wait, this is envy went over here, I remember it. Envy over here and caring connections. So what do I see coming in for you? Well, hold on, I don't like that. Okay, there we go. I see you guys letting go of patterns, okay? We have envy here. So you might be letting go of, okay, I see two things here. Either you are letting go of envious type of behaviors you have. You know what I mean? Maybe you have a pattern of falling prey to envy, of feeling like other people have it easier, or that you can't have what other people have. Do you know what I mean? For some of you, that might be what you're letting go of and what's leading your life. Also, you may be having patterns with people who are envious of you that you're letting go of, okay? The people that aren't for your highest good. And I feel like that's the case for almost all of you. For the majority of you, I feel like that's what you might have been caught in a situation. When I think of spider and I see the web, I think of patterns. I think of also perhaps getting stuck into a web as well. Intuitively, that's what I'm picking up here in this. And it might not, I don't even think that's actually in the guidebook. It's just my own thing. But I see this envy. And I'm just thinking that a lot of you have some envious people in your life that are not for your highest good. And I see you guys breaking free from this web, perhaps, that you've been in, this pattern that you've been stuck in with people, and inviting in caring connections. So, and I feel like a lot of you have been through dirt. You've been through some crap in terms of like people who have been around you. Like maybe you just attract jerks. Do you know what I mean? Into your life. And I feel like that's what's going. You're getting the wings. You're spreading. You're getting free of this. Okay? And you're inviting caring connections in. What is coming? Pisces and Virgo. Interesting. Let's see. Yeah, for some of you, this might be in the workplace. Let's see. Mercury. Interesting. Mercury and Virgo are associated with each other in the 6th house. So this could be about workplace situations or people that are in your everyday life. Interesting, because Pisces is the opposite of the 6th house. So Virgo and Pisces are, the opposite. I do see you bringing in more nice people. I will say something really quick. And I don't want you guys to take offense, especially if you're Virgos. I don't want you to take offense to it, because I love my Virgos. Actually, I have a lot of great people in my life that are Virgos. And the only thing I can say sometimes is that Virgos can, on the downside, be a bit critical. And it's because a lot of times it's very internal criticism. So for some of you, that might be criticism of yourself. But you might have been attracting people that have you felt analyzed by, or you felt like they were against you in some kind of way. And I feel like you're removing them, cleaning them out of your life. On the higher octave of Virgo, you know what I mean? It's going to be where you're not feeling so critical of yourself, or letting other people be critical of you, okay? Like, for instance, a Virgo moon could have a mother that was very critical of her or him. And it could affect your mind as well here with Mercury, the way you think about yourself. But I definitely see Pluto. I think we're getting a lot of Pluto in these. I see transformations. I see a lot more personal power coming out. A lot of surrender. A lot of just letting things be. I also see compassionate people coming into your life. Some of you might be attracting this type of connection. You might actually be getting a spiritual connection. Maybe you've been connecting with people that are very non-spiritual in some kind of way, that seem like they're not really good people. Do you know what I mean? Like they're just there may be more about like superficial like topics or something like that, or something about them just isn't like really beneficial to you. Oops. We have the 9th house. Travel. Some of you might be traveling actually to somebody. That might be what is coming into your life. You might meet somebody while you're traveling. Oh, interesting. That might have a totally different perspective. Again, the 9th house can be about bigger perspectives. It can also be about spiritual people, people that are interested in philosophy. If you guys have been stuck in patterns with people who are kind of holding you back in some way, and maybe they kind of have a pessimistic outlook on life, it's like you're bringing in people that care and that see things the same way as you. You might have a very spiritual outlook that is going to be encouraged by these new connections. Okay, for those who chose pile number 4, what kind of connections are coming into their life? Well, Judgment, definitely. I'm seeing a renewal of sorts coming in. A new phase in terms of how you relate to people and who you allow in your life, perhaps, as well. You're reaching for stability that lights you up. You're reaching for the sun. For positivity, not envious, low energy or low vibe people. People who support your goals and your dreams as well. If you have people who you've been wanting, okay, this is something I feel strongly. For those of you that have connections in which you like say you want something and you're like, I want to do this, I want to do that, and they're like, it's not going to work. Blah, 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 blah. You know what I mean? I know somebody who did this or somebody who did that. It's like those people, it's like you're taking off from them. You're looking for more open-minded people. 9th house that came out. You're looking for people that are, and that's what you're drawing in. That's what's coming into your life, is people who actually support you, that have optimism. Look at that. I see some of you are actually going to be manifesting money. New starts in money. So if you've been feeling like you have, if you've been feeling a little bit like you have lacked money or stability in your life, I feel like that's coming towards you. Some new opportunities. Also, you know, like a sense of stability. 7 of Pentacles. Oh, yeah. Okay, so yeah, for some of you as well, it's you're actually going to start working on something. You're going to get that encouragement from somebody, and you're going to start working on something and getting results. Okay, here we go. Let me just see what's coming up here. We have a lot of Earth energy. Oh, we also have the Knight of Swords. I see you seeking out balanced spiritual relationships. And that's what's coming to you. Somebody actually might, a Knight of Swords type of person might be coming in to bring some sort of balance. And this could be a very spiritual person as well. You could be cutting through to, on the negative side, the Hierophant can be a bit of like a, somebody's going to talk about repression a little bit. It can talk about ways in which people are sort of holding you back. And you might be kind of cutting through that, like, in understanding its bull. So if you've been having, and maybe like realigning your life a little bit in terms of who you're allowing around you. Are you allowing naysayers? Are you allowing negative Nancys around you? Or are you going to invite in people that support your goals and encourage you? And don't just look at your progress and say, oh, that's not enough. You know what I mean? Because that's not good. I'm feeling. So that's what I'm seeing for you guys. Let's see. I'm going to take some fortune cookies actually and see what else you can expect. And then we'll... What is coming into their life? What is coming into their life? Sunshine. The sun is shining on you. Career and business growth. Fabulous communication and relationships. Oh my goodness. Yes. See? Caring connections, people that are there for you. Health, an excellent time to start an exercise program or diet. Many new friendships are on the horizon. You guys are going to be in, yeah, you have new people coming into your life that really care about you. And you're getting rid of the old ones. And I feel like you're going to just be attracting people who are so much more open-minded than maybe you've been dealing with. What is coming into? And for those of you that wanted to do exercise or something like that, it's like you might be finding people that will help encourage you. Maybe you can go to the gym with them, or maybe you guys are going to break out of some nasty patterns in terms of like holding yourself back. We have, and that's a specific message for some of you. If some of you have been like maybe envious of the way other people look, but you've kind of don't do anything about it. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm guilty of that. I've done that before, okay? I think all of us have. And it's only for if this applies. Of course, if this one doesn't apply, you can just let it, fly. Like Anzi used to say all the time. I remember she used to always say that. I was like, how clever. But yeah, and the wings make sense. But yeah, I feel like you're gonna get past that, and you're actually gonna take action. Okay? You might also get a sense of why you do that. Like, what's a deeper reason about it? We also have personal riches. Small successes are likely now, and bigger ones are on the way. Finances could improve dramatically, but avoid get-rich schemes. So that's the thing. I feel like with that Seven of Pentacles coming out too, I feel like you guys are going to start to see some progress in something you've been working on. You'll see a bump, and it may not be big at first, but it's going to get even better. It's going to start to avalanche. So for those of you that have, been working on starting a business or starting something of your own, and maybe it hasn't been really going anywhere, I feel like you're going to soon see a boost in it. And it may not be big, but remember, it's going to get even bigger. It's just a start, okay? So that's what I've got for you guys that chose pile number 4. And I really hope that it gave you some guidance or some excitement to look forward to, and some, things that you can already start to let go of, maybe. If you recognize some of this in yourself or in other people around you. But, yeah. If you'd like a personal reading with me, you can do that by going down in the description box below. I have a link to my Etsy store, and as well my Amazon wishlist. Anybody who gets something off my Amazon wishlist or purchases a reading on Etsy always gets like a private, personal video reading. So that's how I work it, and if you'd like that, that's an option. But for those of you, that are still watching, I'm wishing you lots and lots of blessings, lots and lots of love, and I hope that all your wishes come true, okay? Bye-bye. Hello, so for those of you that chose pile number 5 with the red jasper, this is what's coming towards you and what's leaving your life, okay? So, we have hidden depths. You only see the surface, look beyond. So I'm definitely sensing that for many of you, what's coming into your life is going to be seeing something that's below the surface, okay? You're going to be getting some something that kind of sheds some light on something. I feel like this is similar to, I think it was pile, I want to say pile 3, but maybe I'm wrong. Or maybe it was pile 2. But some of you might have chosen the one where you're going to get like a revelation of some kind. Because I'm seeing some, maybe not, for some of you this might be a little bit different, but I'm definitely seeing things under the surface kind of coming out. Okay, so let's see what else we've got. We've got glove. And we've got skull. So what's leaving is glove. What's coming is skull. And then we have victory and action. I feel like something looked one way, and it's going to be leaving your life. And this may bring in a change or a transition in your life, okay? Where you're forced to take some kind of action. But I feel like it's for the best. For some of you, okay, glove can represent complacency. So for some of you, you might have been feeling complacent about something, or you've had to be complacent about something, where you're not really just taking any action. And maybe because with victory, it's about looks, or how you might, maybe you have to do something because of you're in a certain position, okay? For instance, like if you're at a job, for instance, and you liked somebody, okay? Just as a random example. It might be that you've had to sort of put on a stance and not really show it. With the glove, I think of prim and proper. I think of status of not taking action. It's very gentle. Like, you know what I mean? Oof. That's That's what it comes to my mind. And don't sully your gloves. You know what I mean? Don't sully your reputation is kind of what comes to my mind when I see the glove. And so it's like, I feel like there's something in your life where you've had to kind of put on a front or do things the right way because you were expected to, okay? And I feel like that's going out the window, okay? And I see a period of, well, okay, skull can represent transitions, right? It can also represent reality and grief as well. Some of you, I don't feel like grief is what's going on here. I don't feel like that's at all what's going to be happening to you guys. I feel like it's more about a transition period. I also think it's about seeing under the surface. The skull is what's underneath our skin, right? It's what's the reality of what's underneath us. And there's some kind of reality that's coming in for you that's going to help you take action forward. Okay, so I feel like you guys are getting a sense of reality. Now, where this reality might lie might be a little bit different for all of you. I feel like it is connected. It may or may not even be connected. So I'm going to dig a little bit deeper into this and see, Spirit, what is coming into those that chose pot number 5? What is coming into their life? Gosh, Sagittarius is obsessed with us today. Well, that's definitely about expansion. It's about learning. It's about uncovering what was in the 8th house, what's been hidden. Some of you might be getting over an ending of some kind. Oh, really? The numinous mysteries. Some of you might be actually tapping into your spirituality. You might actually be having a lot of intuition coming into your life, and you might be tapping into your psychic abilities as well. For some of you, might actually even be, wow, learning more. Okay, there's Jupiter. Some of you might be changing your life direction or your life path. You might be changing your major. If you're in university, you might be deciding which direction you want to go in. Oh my God, some of you might actually be going against what you're expected to do, to actually take action towards what you really want deep down in the under the surface. You might be tapping into that, and for some of you, it's like you're uncovering that, and you're actually going to go for it. For some of you too, it's about perhaps maybe you wanted to move somewhere or do something drastic with your life, very expanding. Okay, it could be like moving abroad or something like that, and you're actually gonna take the action towards it. You're not just gonna stand back and be demure about this. You're actually gonna go towards something. Let's see. Or you guys are tapping into like religion, because the 9th house can also talk about, well, religion. And, well, not religion, but spirituality and your beliefs. I definitely feel like you're calling in support. Oh my God, sorry. Let's see here. Yep, okay, we're going to take this one. Yeah, you guys are standing up for yourself and moving forward. You guys are finding out there's something that you've, with this Hierophant in the 4 of Pentacles, there is something in your life I feel like you're moving away from. This could be more... you guys are either moving... Okay, this is... I am hoping that you guys understand what you guys are moving towards, because I feel like you kind of already have a sense of this, okay? Because of the nature of what is in the past, and what you're leaving. I feel like you guys would already know that you're leaving this, so I feel like you'll know where you're headed. For some of you, you guys are headed towards higher knowledge, a higher spirit level of spirituality. You're tapping into the divine. You're tapping into your own divine self and your own abilities. For others of you, despite maybe what people think, okay, I feel like you're standing up for yourself. You might have naysayers around you, but I feel like you're attracting people that will be supportive to you, to help you expand yourself and your beliefs, And with the Four of Pentacles here, I feel like you're, let's see, I'm going to clarify this Four of Pentacles actually. Wait, we have Judgment. Oh my God, yeah, it's spiritual awakening. Can you clarify the Four of Pentacles? Whoops, there we go. The Sun. Some of you might be able to save up to go somewhere. You might actually, but that's for a certain message for some of you. If you've been thinking about moving, you might be able to save this up and actually make it happen to come to fruition, okay? For others of you, you're letting go of something and being more authentic and honest and happy. Because you might be holding on to certain ideals, again, that might be holding you back. And it's like you're letting go of that and you're expanding. I feel like a lot of you, this is a spiritual awakening, but it's just a new phase. You're entering a new phase in your life. When I think of the 9th house, when we have that Sagittarius and Jupiter there, it's all about, it comes after the 8th house, which is very mysterious. And it has a lot of transformative stuff going on there because it's Scorpio house. And then Sagittarius comes 9th house. It's more about like optimism. It's like, okay, I went through this shit and now I can come out of it on the other side. And there's so many opportunities out there and there's so many different things to learn and so many, there's a sense of optimism and excitement. And I really feel like for you, like a lot of you, this is really, really, really about your spiritual side. I feel like a lot of you are going to go through some kind of spiritual transformation. You're going to be tapping into abilities. You're going to be taking action, especially if you've struggled with the way things look or how you feel you'll be accepted. If you have people, like if you know you have like kind of a witchy side and you feel like other people around you wouldn't accept that. It's like, I feel like you don't care. You're going to start meeting people that do expand your view, that do, agree with you. Okay? So, and for others of you, I see you taking action on your dreams. You'll have that, you're going to have that strength to kind of take action towards it, even if there's opposition. I also see things coming to light, perhaps, too, that will help you take that action. Like there's something that's going to be revealed that's going to help you actually go for this. So let's get some fortune cookies for you. Whoops. There we go. Let's see who got this. Catharisa. Yeah, Catharisa got me these fortune cookies. I'm grateful for you. Friendship. A friend needs your help. Your kindness and excellent counseling skills will put them back on track. So friendships. This might actually be friendships that are putting you back on track in some kind of way. Being authentic with yourself. What is coming into those that chose pile number 5? What's coming into their life? Manifestations. A bountiful time awaits you. Your wishes can manifest right before your eyes. So a lot of you might have been manifesting things that are going to be coming into your life. Opportunities. An important offer will be made. Be prepared and dress to impress. And I feel one more for you guys. Luck. Ooh, that's fun. Jupiter came out in Sagittarius, 9th house. It's a lucky house. A sudden change of luck is likely. Things are working in your favor. Excellent time for networking. Ooh. 2 for some of you. There might be some kind of person coming into your life that you can network with. And it's like maybe you're going to get to know them in depth a little bit more. We also have like a lot of opportunities and manifestation. So if you guys have been trying to manifest certain opportunities, I feel like you're going to be getting those offers coming in or opportunities popping up for you. And friendship. So for those of you that have been trying to manifest friends that are like-minded, I feel like that's coming into your life. I feel like a lot of you are just going to be a lot more confident in going forward with the things that you do want. Yeah, that's what I'm seeing for you guys. But anyways, I'm going to stop here and let you guys go. And I really hope that this reading gave you some kind of encouragement or idea of where you're headed, what could be coming into your life. And if you liked the video, I'd love it if you gave me a thumbs up, if you want. But yeah, otherwise, I'm wishing you all the very, very best. I hope that all your wishes come true. And if you'd like to have a personal reading with me, you can do that by going down in the description box below. There's a link to my Etsy store where you can get your own personal, private reading in a video format, just like this, but personal. And also there's my Amazon wish list. So anybody who gets something off my Amazon wish list always gets a reading as a thank you. So there's that option too, okay? So lots of love to you guys, lots of blessings, and I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye.